or else we might not be able to capture you in the attendance. Okay, so we won't delay. Uh, yes, yeah, sorry, I have a call. Hello. Hey, can we talk later? I'm in a meeting. All right, thank you very much. So, you're all welcome once again. So, this is the software front end development training. All right, so I'll be walking you through what this entails. Do you get? So, before we start properly, yeah, I took us through this before today. So, for the sake of those that were not around, so this training is supposed to cover for front end and is going to take a whole of 4 to 6 weeks, months. But it's expected from 3 months at least you would have gotten an idea and you can be able to plan your career from the third month. So we plan to have it on two, we'll be having it twice. Some dates that are not negotiable, there's some dates that cannot work. Do you get? There are some dates that cannot work, like Sundays, like Mondays cannot work, and Wednesday. So we'll draw up some, and we'll see if it's not convenient for everyone. We can see other time that will be convenient for us, right? So this training is expected to give you introduction and also to give establishment in front end, designing websites, and also further to be able to build front-end responsive applications, right? Okay, so I won't object. We are going to share this to you. You'll get this on in your email and also on the WhatsApp right now. All right. So who are the people that can attend? Aspiring front-end developers, people that are already, maybe junior software engineers, or anyone maybe out of school, not in school, graduated, you are 40, 30, anybody can apply for it because we are pretty starting from scratch. All right, so and this is going to be our course outline. I shared this with us before. We're looking at internet and web basics. We'll be looking at the fundamentals, which has to do with HTML. We'll be looking at CSS. We'll be looking at JavaScript, right? We'll be looking at and then so at module 4 we begin to look at, you begin to prepare for your capstone project, right? It's going to be individual. We are going to also have group works as we proceed. So module 5 will begin to prepare you for employment and career growth. Yeah, with this, for people that are looking for jobs, they'll begin to prepare, we'll be walking them through how to prepare their profile. Uh, HP, you have not changed your name, please mute. So from module 5, so we'll be preparing people, maybe you want career growth, opportunities that exist, as a front-end developer. Where can you work? What kind of place? Where are there openings? How to be able to also, or you want to do remote job, you want to get freelance, opportunities. So we'll be walking you through that. Do you get? Okay. So that's by the way. And next, I'll walk you through your VLE. So can you still confirm if you can still hear me, please? Just want to be sure that I'm not speaking alone to myself.
I can hear you, sir.
Yes, sir. Are we
And is it
please?
clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
All right, thank you. Okay. So, um, before we proceed, let me get to, I was waiting for some of us to join because some people joined late. Okay, I would like to get to know us. Okay, so my name is Tayo, and I will be your facilitator throughout this period of time. Although some will be coming in, yeah, to teach you also, right? When we come to things like React JS, when we begin to touch the deep stuff, right? So they will also be coming in to teach us. All right. So, well, I think we have everybody onboarded now on this. Okay, some are still joining. We have Wisdom. Wisdom, welcome. Wisdom, I thought you have already started website design. I don't know if this class is suitable for you. Hmm. Wisdom. So, okay, we have Mr. Damnola Ayeni. Thank you for joining. We have Joshua. Joshua, I'll be glad you put your surname there. We have Joy Osai. I think I should know Joy Osai. But thank you for joining. Kingsley Idom. Sorry if I did not spell your name right. Is it Idom? Hello, Kingsley.
Yes, Edom, ETOM.
Edom.
Edom. Yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay, okay.
yes, sir.
All right. Yeah. You are welcome. Tunji Muiwai, welcome. Orepo Mayowa, you are welcome. Osai Bridget, you are welcome. Prophet, Sarah Michael, I welcome you. And also Redmi 14C, please change your name. Yeah, so that you can be captured well in the attendance. Okay. So the next thing is this: you have something like a VLE portal. So this is the login. So your program facilitator Michelle is going to share with you your login details, right? So for your VLE portal is your virtual learning environment, right? You have a portal to yourself. So, what's this portal for? Is the place where you are going to register your courses. So you'll see every courses that we have available. So if we have much more courses, you can register new ones. Yeah. So you'll see maybe we have uploaded new courses. You could see this is front end. You could see this is UI UX. This is introduction to backend development. And other courses that we upload, you'll see them right here. So you are applying for front end. So what you just naturally easily do is just apply, just click on front end, and then what you do is you just apply. You get. So you just apply for front end development. Do you get? So for me, I have enrolled. So for you, when you click it, you'll see an enroll button here. Although a video will be shared with you so that it can guide you through. So you enroll. What will you find here? Under your courses, you find your grade, yeah, assessment average. So you are expected the overscore mark for you to pass this, this course, this front-end software development is over 900. So, and we have different grade. If you score 850 and above, that's an A plus. If you have 80, 800 to 849, that is A. Right. So we have that grade, and you'll be graded based on your assessment. Assessment will be questions and answer, the quick quiz. Your facilitator will do a quick quiz for you, and the accumulation of your assessment, you will see the grading. I think assessment is 200, assignment is 200, your capstone project is 400, your learning environment, no, assessment and assignment is 100 marks. Learning environment, learning journey. Learning journey is where you write a story. So we want to form the habit of keeping journals, right? So the journals are what your employers are going to see later on, right? So this journal, you like, okay, well, you learned something today and you wrote an assignment and this is your participation. You can write your own story that, oh, this is what I learned today. I was able to do this. I was able to work something out today. So every learning journey you make on the platform, you'll be getting 2 points each, maximum of 100 points. You'll be getting two points, right? So it accumulates. So you can use that to also cover for more ground for yourself. The expectation of this is that in your learning journey, whatever you share later on, you can choose to share it on your LinkedIn, your Twitter, your Facebook profile, so that in the long run, if you are to get employed or in your organization, they want to see your development. Somebody can check through your profile and they see something so robust there. So, and also, so that's it about that. So if you'll be getting notification of assignments. That's your supervisors, your no, I mean yeah, your supervisor, your facilitator. So if there's assignment, you'll be seeing it here. You get notified, you can come and do your assignment. You see assessment, if the assessment, yeah, quick assessment. This is an example of a quick assessment, but these are still there. So we'll come back to it to clean up the system. So learning journey, then capstone project. Capstone project carries the highest mark. That's over 400. If you fail it, you've totally failed the course. So capstone project it comes from module 4. So when you finish at the point of module 4, you can begin to think, you begin to think about real life thing you want to build. You might want to build a software for a school. You might want to build a website for an hospital. So you begin to choose your own project you want to work on, and then your supervisor will approve. Right. You begin to upload each. You are going to do real research. What we do here is Research and Development Institute. You do research work, you do your methodology, like what you are, your research, your insights, the need for that application, what are the gaps you saw outside there, what are you bringing in, and then you're going to develop your app. Right. So at the end of the day, we'll be sure that, okay, this person passed through this system, and then he passed through the system, and this person is tight. Right. So at the end of the day, you have a GitHub, a repository where um uh um recruiters can be able to see your profile. So on click of your GitHub repository, they're able to see packages of stuff that you've done. And they can see an handful of, like, a card that shows your journey, that show your assessment, your analytics of everything, your participation and everything. You see the trend, of your engagement while you're in this training. So that's what we plan to do. So you are not wasting your time at all. Right. So you are going to learn, and you're going to unlearn, you're going to learn new things, and you're going to have great opportunities. All right. So welcome everyone. So you have this after now. So I expect us to begin to onboard ourselves. All right. So that's it about that. So now we want to kickstart right away. So let me bring up my slide. Let me start from the beginning. Okay. Okay, we are welcome. Okay, I would like to share something with us also. Okay, somebody is called Vine. Is it a Vine dresser, or which one? Please, if that's your name, it's fine. But please, if you have a real name, please can you please update your real name? Vine. Okay. So, okay, I see Don. Don, it's nice to see you here, and Daniel. Okay, so we want to start. So my name is Tayo. So we are starting front-end development. The full curriculum is here. Right. So what we want to start today is basic. Right. So we also get to intimate ourselves um with tools that we need to do our work. Okay, so I would like to confirm. So please drop on the platform if you are connected from a laptop. I want to check something. So I will give us 1 minute time for us to do that. So at the end of this class, it's being recorded, so you have the recording also. Yeah, so that you can go through if there's some clarity you need. But yeah, drop on the chat if you are connected on your laptop. Okay, laptop. Okay, good. Thank you, sir. Because I don't expect us to join a session like this from our mobile phone. It's not advisable. Okay, Mayowa, thank you. Okay, we have 12 more to go. Let me switch quickly. Okay, Joshua. All right, well done. Yeah, don't join from your laptop. I hope your laptop is charged. Okay, good, Bridget. Yeah, okay, laptop and phone. That's a good option. So laptop and phone. Who else? And also, if you are joining from laptop, you can make a request to record on your local storage, so that it saves you downloading videos from the server, from the internet. All right, please. I'm waiting for others. Phone or laptop? Okay, phone or laptop. Okay. Yeah, I will connect soon. Okay, good. You have to join on laptop. So please, I'm waiting for others, please. So if you are connected on your phone, please switch to a laptop. If you don't have one, or if it's switched off, it's fine. But this training, you are going to need a laptop. We are not coming to, we are not doing theory. It's not what we do in your university we are doing here. So it's practical, and there's some things we'll be searching. We'll be doing some deep dive, while we are working. All right. So let's start now. Okay. So front end career path and income opportunities. All right. So from here, we just don't want to upload things in your head. The essence of this training is not to, it's not for fun. You know, some of us, there are some that actually learn new things just for fun. People like learning new things. So the essence of this training is not for to have an hobby or to learn something new. It's to apply it, to use it to, uh, uh, have much more advantage, have an edge outside there than others. Also, to be able to create opportunities, you can be a business owner. If you are the type that you are connected to high profile people that do stuffs in business, most of them will always have. There's no one doing business that will not have anything to do with technology. Do you get? So you can add it to your profile and design to be able to design stuff for people. You can make money doing freelance, a side job that you can use to make money. You can apply for remote job. If at the end of this training, you can apply for remote job, you can get jobs online that you can do, that can make you to have a stable income. So, I won't talk about AI at first, right? And please don't get overexcited and don't, we are going to be going gradually, but I promise you we're going to do big stuff later on. But please, for now, don't play around AI in developing anything. Just follow. What you need is the background. The reason be that if you want us to begin to do the big things like using AI to write a code for you, you will not get the foundations, which is very, very bad. It's not good. Right. So AI can build something for you. In short, you don't need this training. AI can do everything for you. But the reason for this training is to give you the foundation. And then AI will now become an advantage for you. Do you get? So try and strive and labor. Once you get to that point, I'll tell you the point when you can begin to engage AI to, to do much more things. And also a point will come where you don't really need to do stuff from the scratch. You can just begin to design, get other templates from maybe some applications and redesign for your use. Do you get? So for job roles available, we always have job roles like the junior and senior front-end developer. We have website designer, web developer, full stack developer, product engineer. Also, if for front-end designers also, they can also be able to switch career to like product designer. And so those are the job roles you can apply for. So job roles in this line, you can apply for it. Also, I also advise that anybody applying for front-end designer, please apply for UI UX. You know that is part of our package. I will beg you, apply for UI UX. It will give you another advantage and edge over people. Why? Because in some cases, you have people that what they do is only front end. Some what they do is only back end. Some what they do is only UI UX. Some they call it full stack, but that full stack exclude UI UX. So if we are doing the training of front end UI UX, I will advise you, if you are someone that is looking for a job, looking to have a greater advantage, apply for the two. Right. But if you are in school, apply for the two. It will help you. UI UX tells you the how, and UI UX actually introduces you to have many, many opportunity to rise quickly in the tech world. If you start, UI UX is user interface and user experience, how things should be done, how things should be placed, how users can entreat a work. So in UI UX, you can jump into a product designer, product manager, and from there, you can scale up to become a manager, to become an accountant, like an account manager in the IT world. Do you get? All right. So then the workspaces, yeah, it's tech. For tech, bank, fintech, there's nowhere you cannot work. Right. And then you can just be doing your own thing, business opportunity. You can build websites for people. You can build mobile application for people with what we are going to learn. What you can build, yeah, website, dashboard. I'll show you different kind of things you can build. You can build e-commerce website like Jumia, like Konga. Those are the kind of things we'll be doing, while in the course of our training. And we hope that we'll be able to do projects like e-commerce, web application, things like that. Right. Okay, let's start now. So, looking at it, okay, this is our agenda for today, just five agenda only. And I hope to round up in the next 37 minutes. So, no, 25 minutes so that give us room for question and answer. By now, we should be off from this meeting. And then, so we want to start with foundation. So I want somebody, we want to start forth with web, site, and internet. So I want somebody should tell me, I know it's something you're familiar with. What is internet? I'm coming, let me stop. From your understanding, plainly, it can be very plain. Let me share my screen this way. All right. What is internet? I'm waiting. Okay, there's somebody called, okay, Emmanuel.
You have stopped sharing. Okay.
I'm sharing now. Sorry. Yeah, I had to. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can see it now.
Okay, cool. Okay, so internet. Can someone tell me? It's something we are familiar with now. Are you not familiar with it?
Yeah.
Hey, all of us use internet. Or
From
maybe it's too
my
childish to us.
from my understanding from networking basics, so internet is defined as a network of networks.
Okay, you're right. Okay, so internet is how systems are interconnected uh, over the web. Is the means of communication for interconnection. Do you get? So when we call something internet, it means something is publicly available, something is publicly accessible. Do you get? So it means if I get my computer and I'm connected to an hotspot, an internet provider, what that internet provider is doing for me is to be able to access any information that has been provided to be made available publicly over the internet. Do you get? So that's the primary basic about internet. But there are some things in terms of networking that I would not like to go into. Do you get? So that's number one thing you should put at the back of your mind. So it's going to be very simple, what we are used to, but we look forward to open our mind much more better. All right. So we will look at some terminologies, some stuffs. We hear something like client and server. If we are going to understand internet very well, we need to understand these rules, these stuffs that you have on your screen right here. Do you get? Okay, you have something like client, you have something like server, and you have the rule, the third one, HTTP and HTTPS. Do you get? Okay, so client, uh, from your basic terminology, from our layman understanding, client is like someone that is in need of something. Right. So call, I will make clients look like customer. When you're in business line, when you hear client, is your customer. Somebody that needs something and you need to provide something to that person, if I'm right. And then server is you are the vendor. It's like a vendor, a provider. Okay, let's make it this way. I came into an electronics store. I came into an electronics store and I made a request for and I need to buy a tester, or I need to buy a bulb. Right. I'm the customer. The person that is to sell that bulb to me is the server. Right. The means by which is able to package it and deliver it to me is the rule HTTP and HTTPS. I want to get your reaction if you get that explanation clearly. Okay, let me repeat
Please
myself
come
again.
again, sir. Please come
All
again,
right,
sir.
let me come again. In the world of internet, forget what you see as client-server architecture. I'm just want to explain how things work over the internet. The way things work over the internet is based on this architecture of client-server and a rule of um, transfer of communication. Do you get? So client, server, and a rule. These things are what you are used to. For example, let me bring something up on my laptop. Oh, can you see my browser?
Not yet.
Okay, let me share my screen. Don't worry. Let me share my screen. All right. So, can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can see, sir.
Okay, what can you see on my screen? Where am I?
New website.
Which kind of website is it?
Thank you.
Okay, this is Temu. All of us are we not familiar with Temu? So this is Temu website, right? So you see, all I did was to come to the Temu website, so click on temu.com. But you type temu.com on your browser, on your phone browser, on your laptop. But how did it come to be? How did you get to have this display on your screen? Right, is the concept I'm trying to explain to us. So the idea about uh client server and the rule of HTTP and HTTPS is what I'm trying to explain. So what I did there is I came to an address which is called temu.com. And when I fire this over the internet through my browser, what I'm doing up is I am calling up this address from I'm calling up the resource in this address from somewhere. So it means that there's a place that is, there's something that is hosting Temu. This website that you are seeing right there, there's something that is hosting it. It's called the server. And I that am making the request, where I'm making it from, I'm called the client, I'm the customer. So that's why I use going to an like a shop to get a bulb or to get a cloth. Or for example, let's assume this is not like I just went to a boutique. I went to Idumota where we have all manner of things, clothes, electronics, and everything. And I just tried to locate a shop, tried to locate a place. That place I entered, I came in as a customer. I entered that place because what I'm looking for is there, if I'm right. What I'm looking for is there, and I can be able to obtain that thing. So it's just simple. I know that okay. What I'm looking for, like laptop, is in Team. It can also be in Jumia or anywhere. And then what I need is to get the address, which is the temu.com. No. So we'll come to definition of those things later on. You need to get this thing so that you have the basic understanding. So as I bring it up, put it on my browser, and my computer is connected to the internet on my phone, it fetch up the resources and is able to display on my screen. So what happens is I went to the address and call the resources up. The resources of Temu, which is what I'm looking for here, came up on my screen. So that's exactly what I'm actually trying to explain to you right here. There's nothing much. I will still show you a clearer picture. So client server HTTPS. So now what enables me to access that Temu website or Facebook website is through a rule. That rule is what we call via HTTP or HTTPS. So we'll come to the definitions of all of those terms. So I want to confirm with you if you understand what we have just explained. Is it clear with us? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. I know it's very simple, but we will still come to we will still I have to deal with a lot of terminologies, right, as we progress. All right, I'm coming. Okay. All right. So we have client, we have server, we have the rule. So the rule here, sometimes we call it protocol. Do you get? Just like you have protocol officer, like a protocol person in an event, and the protocol person is the one directing like a guest speaker where he or she needs to sit down. So that's how it is. That's how it operates. So what we explain is, and it's called hypertext transfer protocol. So hypertext transfer protocol. So how an hypertext encoded language is being transferred. So these are the underlying basis of, when we are coming to understand website designs. Do you get? Let me paint another example before you again. Right. So for example, I went to a restaurant. Hmm? So when I went to a restaurant, I want to buy a food. So can someone tell me, when I went to a restaurant to buy a food, who is the server? According to what we have right here, we have client, server, the rule HTTP, HTTPS. I went to a restaurant, I went to buy food. Who is the server in this side?
I think you can go. That is the
Anyone want to go for
waitress.
that?
The menu.
The waitress.
The
No,
waiter.
the waitress, the waitress. The waitress is the server. Are you sure the waitress is the server? Eh? Are you sure the waitress is the server?
Uh,
The menu.
Hmm?
The menu.
no, I think it's the
Where's the menu?
restaurant management.
You
Okay,
said
the menu, right?
it's supposed to.
All right. Yeah, you are right. The menu, because that's where the food is, stacked. That is the server. That's where it's storing your menu, what you are ordering for. But who is the waitress among these three components that we have on the screen?
That's the rule, sir. The rule.
The rule. All right, thank you. Then the client is the
The
customer,
rule.
right? So yes. So the client is the customer. I'm a customer. I came into a restaurant. And I know what I want to buy. I want to buy fried rice, salad, and some meat. Right. I see it right there. But how to access it? I need to go through a waitress. A waitress now comes to me, ensure that, hello, sir, what do you want? I know, okay. I now click and say, this is what I want. Then the waitress now goes to bring the food and serve it to me. So that process of transfer, that's the process of transfer of you send somebody on an errand and it went and to return it back to you. That is the rule. That's what HTTP, HTTPS do. So every time you, for example, you know what to do when you go to OPay and you want to buy airtime and you put 500 naira and you punch P, right? Every time you punch an action and an action is taking place that goes, try to connect with your account somewhere to debit you. What happens at that process is that there is a transfer. There is somebody that went to run that errand for you, went to where your profile is stored, confirmed that you have enough balance, and then went to the network provider that needs to get you the airtime, and then it returned back to you and say, okay, your request has been processed. It's as simple as that. I make a request, and then I am expecting a response back. All right. I want to also ask a question. Have you people noticed when you are not connected to the internet and you try to access facebook.com, what error have you encountered before? What error will you likely encounter?
Did you say the error or the errand, sir?
Error.
Sir, come again with the question. Sorry, sir.
No problem. Okay, let me rephrase it this way. For example, if you try to access a website that does not exist, what is the likely error you are going to get? That's a very common error we are used to.
Probably for error 404.
Error 404. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, that's error 404. So what the system tries to tell you is that what I'm trying to access, I cannot find it. So we will come to definition of error code also. So you are trying to access something. So what you have done is you make an error, you send a request, go and fetch me this thing. So the transfer protocol went on to that address of that server, went to the address. It's just like a shop address, went there. And it now came and said, see, Oga, what you sent me, the error you sent, I cannot find it. So it came back. So this basis I have just taught you, we cover for front end, for back end, is going to build a solid foundation to everything you need to know. Everything happening over the internet, ability to access resources over the internet is you send a request and then you are expecting a response back. For example, how many of you have experienced timeout error before? Like maybe the website timeout, maybe your internet was slow, or maybe the website was slow on itself. All right, yeah, good, perfect. Do you want to ask a question, Paul, or you are consenting on what I just said? If you
I
want
am
to ask a question, you can
consenting on
speak.
what you're saying, sir.
All right, yeah, cool. So things like timeout error, it means the resource you are trying to access, you can't find it. So it's more like you send somebody on an errand, go and look for this thing for me, and he went, and 10 minutes, 20 minutes, he just came back and said, see, I can't, time out, I'm tired, I can't go again. So he came back. So we have such situations. So this is the basis. So just like what you have on my screen here, you have client browser, you are making access over the internet. So the difference between HTTP and HTTPS is HTTPS means secure. Do you get? For example, now you make an order. You purchased iPhone from Jumia. iPhone that is like maybe 3 million naira, right? So, who will tell me if you order iPhone and you want a dispatch rider to deliver it for you, and they are giving you an option for insurance? And the essence for offering you an insurance is that in case the dispatch rider did not deliver it, they will not be liable for the loss of your iPhone. And you have the option to apply for insurance for them to ensure that your package is well secured. Will you go for the insurance package or not? I'm sure you will go for the insurance package so that we don't waste time. So that is what HTTPS means. HTTPS means it is securing your information. Do you get? So that's why you see on all websites today, they are no more in HTTP. Everything is on HTTP. It means a secure protocol so that hackers will not be able to hack into your website. So it's all about request response. In short, that is one of the basic things you'll be doing throughout this course. Understanding request response, all true. All right. So we are going to move further. Okay. I've explained HTTP, HTTPS also. And we are going to look at a workflow. So what I just explained to us is this. So user make an action, request is sent, server response, and browser rendering it. Simple as that. So for example, I make a request to Jumia. I make a request, right? As I make that request, Jumia is going to look for that information from Jumia. Then request is sent to Jumia. Jumia.com is the address I send it to. Then server is responding, and then browser renders it. So what does it mean that the browser renders it, my response? This is what it means. It means the response has arrived, and then this is what I can have. This is the response I requested for, of what the resources I requested. So this is Jumia. You get? So I make a request via this address, like somebody's address is Adebayo Doherty, number 12. Look for somebody like Mr. Shegun. Mr. Shegun will give you a package, then bring it back to me. So he now went to that address looking for Mr. Shegun, specifically looking for Mr. Shegun. Do you get? So now, specifically looking for a particular thing in that address is what we call ports. I'm sure you have heard of something like this before. Look at my address. Okay, I'm trying to look for an IP I would have used to explain to you. Okay, let me use this. So this also, this is an IP address, is synonymous to the domain name. A domain name is like jumia.com and the likes. Do you get? So I can have something like a port. This is 8990. So it means that there is a house. In that house, there are different rooms there. So those different rooms are what we call ports. Are you getting me? They are what we call ports. So it means that in a big house, I place an item in room 101, in room 102, just like our hotel is. Let's just look at hotel room numbers are ports. So I can say that I put a package, a laptop, an iPhone in room 101. So when you get there, my internet, my request is not seeking, the transfer protocol is not going to Intercontinental Hotel alone, but it's going to Intercontinental Hotel looking for a specific room. That's what ports are operate by. Do you get? So at the end of the day, its ability to render a response back to us. You get? So we are moving further. I think we are moving faster. Then, okay, the core thing you need to understand in internet, domain, there's something we call domain name, right? Domain name is like google.com, temu.com is the name, is the name of an address, is the name that you use to tag a particular address. And that particular address is called DNS. It's called what? DNS. So let's do a quick trick. So join me. Can you open your browser? Everyone, please. Can you open your browser and look for command prompts? Search for CMD. Okay. Hello, are you doing that? So if you have done that, just respond.
What are we looking for, sir? Sorry.
I
Look for
sir, I've done it.
command prompt CMD. Come to your
CME.
CMD, yeah. Command. You can just type command prompt. Come to your menu and just type immediately CMD. It will bring something like command prompt, this black screen. CMD. Are you there? I think there are some of our guys that did backend at a year, backend training. I'm sure that they will be able to catch up with that. All right, I'm waiting. Are we all there? I just
Yes,
need two
Yes,
more
sir.
person. All right, you are there. Okay.
yes, sir.
Now, do something like this. Ping google.com. I just did it. Ping. Let me copy and paste it for us. Where's my chat? Okay. Okay. Okay, we've done that, right? Ping google.com. So what you have right here, when you ping Google, you could see that it shows you that pinging google.com. Then it now show a very strange number. This strange number is the IP address for the Google server you are accessing. So, in a nutshell, based on what we have on our screen right here, this is google.com is the domain name, right? Google.com. And then the DNS represent the address tied to Google, 216.58.223.238. So now, if you type this address on your browser, it's going to bring the same result for google.com. But you know what? In the raw plain server where Google is resting, where you could access this Google, because Google has many servers. So this IP showing to you might be different from somebody else in Canada, in Ghana, right? Because Google have their cloud servers, many places. So Where your own internet is picking Google resources from might be different from others. But the address where you could access Google, you could do some Google research and so many things is coming from this address. But you know what? Nobody wants to start carrying an address here and there. Like, are you going to be mastering 216.58.223.238? No, you're not going to do that. Right. But in some real sense, that is the address of the server, of the computer. Just like your computer too. Your computer has an address. Is it IP config for Windows? Okay, okay. You see, your computer has an address. Right. This is my address for my Wi-Fi at the moment. Your computer has an address. So if you type IP config, it will show you the address of your computer. And you know what? If I can come on the same network you are connected to, just like I'm connected to an hotspot, if another person can connect on it and I get to know your IP, I can hack into your computer because that IP represents your computer. And if we can get to the same internet resource, it means I can access you, I can hack you into your computer. So those are the basics by which people used to hack. So for example, if people want to hack into CCTV camera, what they do is they get on the same network of that CCTV camera. And then as far as they can get on it, it means they are in the same room, the same force field. So by that reason, they can then access anyone connected to that same network, they can access it. Do you get me? So this is in a simple form. So this is, I will be teaching you this command prompt. If I have time, I will do that now. So this domain name, this DNS, and hosting. Hosting is the physical server, is the hardware. Your computer. So for example, your computer is like a device. So when you are hosting websites, web applications, they don't use your computer like these tools. They use much more powerful machines, powerful computer that are not given to many aesthetics you are used to on your computer. No, it's not given to that. Most times you work with a black screen all through using the command prompt. All right. So I want to confirm, did you understand some basics from what we've covered thus far? Because we'll be running deep into some stuff right now. Is it clear with us?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. I know some of us understand it, but for the sake of others, we need to build a foundation very well so that we don't get frustrated along the line. All right. So in web development stack, we have what is called the front end. We have what is called the back end and the full stack. So what you are doing now, you are learning front end. So front end entails you learning for website, HTML concept, CSS, and JavaScript. And then when we begin to come to mobile app, we begin to look at React.js that can be used to develop mobile applications. Backend is the handles authentication, handles engagement in the background with your database, right? Like Python, when you have Python, Node.js, PHP, Java, .NET, ASP.NET, Java's Bootspring, we did some backend training last year. We will continue, but this time, if we will continue from March, we'll be looking at Python used to build agentic AI. So I hope you look forward to that. So, and that really is going to be very interesting because you would have learned frontend to an extent that you begin to intimate your frontend to integrate to some AI stuff. You begin to do some cool stuff there by then. Okay, then you have full stack. So from full stack, you have front end and back end developer. So if you hear somebody said, "Oh, what's your role?" He can tell you, "I'm a full stack. I'm a full stack." What it means is that I can do everything. I can do front end, back end. Even though that is not really doesn't make sense. It's Nigerians that make it like that. If you meet Indians, if you meet Americans, they are just one. They are either a front end or a back end, and just one. They get mastery of things. But the situation of Nigeria, maybe you went to learn backend and it's only PHP you learned, and the job you are seeing everywhere is just a full stack or front end. You're at a disadvantage. So you can do all things. Do you get through Christ? So you can do everything. So if you have the capacity, please learn it. If you have the capacity, yeah. Appeal to people that are just graduating, still in school, NYC, this is your time, learn everything. If you come out to the bigger world, it's not easy, man. Okay, that's for web development. Now, okay, we've seen something about Temu, right? Okay, so what you saw in Temu is step one. Yeah, it is an overall of what we've captured before. So in Temu, the request initiation, server delivery, you make request to the server, get me Temu, get me this resource from temu.com. Right, went to the server where Temu is stored, where Temu resources website is stored, it brings it out, and it displays it on your screen. Right, displaying it on your screen. Let me bring Teamweek up again. So it displays it on your screen. I see it displays it, and I can interact. Do you get? I can interact. Every of my interactions sends another request to the server that, oh, this guy clicked on this thing. What should happen? Okay, if I click on this clothing, you see, it brought up this page. This is a new page. So this new page is actually being rendered also. Do you get? So let's move quick. We're already far beyond time. Oh, man. Let's go up. We've learned all this one. Okay, this is all just overview of what we've learned from client to DNS, domain name server, the IP, then to the server itself, where it's stored, then the front end to the front end, then to the back end and to the database. So this one is just showing some flow. This is an example of like Jumia access and like you try to click on Jumia.com. This one is anidatius.com. It's try to find the IP address. Okay, where is it located? It'll find where it's located. Then it begins to render. It server sends back a HTML's the resource page that will render on your website. Then it's now rendered through the front end. So this is what you are learning, guys. This is number 4, right? How something is rendered. How did you see it? Do you get? How did you see it? Is what we are learning. Do you get? And then how does it interact with users' data? Right. That's when we begin to do integrations. How is it, Abby, when it's rendered, how does it look? The look and feel. That is UI UX. So please join UI UX class. You won't regret it. The guy I brought to you guys is the best, right, in the field in Nigeria, no doubt. Then, okay, so as we round up, so what are the tools we'll be needing of? We will need of some tools as we study. You need to download an editor. Okay, so that will be the first thing. Let me share with you. Download editor. So that will be our assignment. So by next class, you should have this. Notepad++ or VS Code. Our advice, download VS Code. VS Code, I know some of you have this. So I know, so VS Code, so this is how VS Code looks like. It's an editor. So an editor is what you use to design. Do I have VS Code here? I don't have it on. Let me open my notepad. Okay, this is my notepad, my notepad plus. Yeah, sorry. So you see, it's not different from the nominal notepad. There's no difference. So. But it's just that your common notepad on your system. So notepad is different from notepad++. So common notepad, you see this one? This guy, where is it? I can't see it again. My note, okay, it's coming up. Okay, the guy is maybe it's vexing. Okay, so notepad. You see, this is notepad. The guy is just pretty plain and boring. So I can write any HTML script here. And I can use this to design HTML, to design websites. Do you get? But it's just plain, right? It makes work difficult for me. So why editor? We choose editor because it recognizes different codes you are trying to write, right? So you see, Notepad++ is also poor. But you see, it's suggesting trying to discern what I'm trying to write. But if you use VS Code, it will help you. It helps you to work faster and smoother. So download either of the two. Download GitHub. So so GitHub, we'll learn about GitHub next week. So GitHub, this is where you're going to be having your project profile, your project. So every website you build, your work. So you'll be pushing it here. So GitHub is just like a cloud platform where you store work. So why GitHub? Initially, before GitHub is a repository, like a storage, right? Normally, when we do our work before, we do our work on our system, we develop website, we write code. But over time, replicating the same work elsewhere. So we use what is called a repository so that 5 people can be working in the same folder at the same time. So another advantage of GitHub repository is that it helps you to stack up your project so that somebody can check up your profile just like they can check up your profile on LinkedIn and they can see everything that you've done. So, and then you need a browser. So a browser, you already know Chrome, Firewall, Firefox, anyone. So now your browser, you see on your browser, this is what we're going to be doing. You need to learn element, console, network tab, application tab, element tab. Okay, this is just replication. It's my ChatGPT. Sorry. Element, console, network, application. So okay, you are right here. All right. Can you open one website on your system, please? Once I get 3 response, we can proceed. 3 responses. Can you open a website? Maybe temu.com.
Yes, sir.
All right, another person. Coordinator, please help me to capture the attendance. Yeah, please. Thank you. Okay, I think we have somebody feedback. Okay, good. All right, good. So you know what you are going to do? Right click on your browser and you see something called inspect. Click on inspect. So I think our core work will begin to start from tonight. Can you confirm if you are able to do that? If you are not able to do that, you can speak up, please. I'm somewhere right now. And you can look at this tab here, you can expand it so that you are able to see clearly. I want to explain this terminology because this is where I'm going to round up. Can you access this? Hello? Are you with me? Or you have left me?
Yes,
I
sir.
guess
We're with you,
Michael.
Mr.
Someone
Almost few
else.
moments.
Okay, good. You can access this, right? Okay, good. So
Yes,
now
sir.
what you've just done is this. Like I told you before that when you click an address, you will see if I refresh this page, what we have here is called our inspect tab. I will explain what it means. If I refresh this, what is being rendered here, the code you find here, all these things, funny things that you might not understand, is what is showing up here. Do you get that? So it means that when I refresh, every time you refresh, it still goes to that server address where that information you put in the browser, where is it located? You try to, so if I put a wrong thing here, it will tell me it does not understand what I'm typing. If I remove this S, you'll see something now. Can you see? You see that? Now, what they have done here is they have done a very wonderful design. Instead of it showing me 404 error, it takes me back somewhere to try to want me to log in. Do you get? Because I remove something from that address. If I remove anything there, it will not render what it's supposed to render. You see, it's forcing me to go and log in by all means, but I don't want to. So I click this. You see this page refresh. So it's trying to, why is he asking me to log in for God's sake? Yeah, let me go to Jumia. I don't need you. You see Jumia too? Jumia renders some things. So what you'll be learning, what I'll be teaching is how to write all these things. All these things are what translated to this. If you can capture this code, which we will come there, how to replicate an existing website. But it's not for now. And please don't be eager for it. To help yourself, don't be eager. right? Because I know if I teach you now, you might not do this class again. You might run away and start creating websites. So we'll come there where you can replicate website. So if I can replicate this code, I will be able to achieve this work you have here. But if you are curious, you can begin that, right? Sharp mind. So yeah, so now element is the element of your website that is being rendered that is showing this beautiful stuff. Is all of this thing that I listed here. Console is showing the commands that are within your website. This is related to JavaScript. Like maybe there are some scripts that are within your website. You know, you need to trace something. So we use this to troubleshoot for console. Source. Source now shows the full source of this website. Every component, you can download everything here. So that's for source. Network, this is the transfer protocol. So network now shows, you could see that in source, we have assets, no, in element, we have something jumia.com.asset.js, something.js, you have something like this, something.js. Network, everything on this element must be returned over the network, must be transferred. So the network is showing the transfer of all the resource from the website address. Now, nothing is showing here. Do you know why? The reason why nothing is showing here is because this is on a secure layer. You see, HTTPS. So for HTTPS, nothing shows on the network. But there are some careless websites. Okay, we will see that. I will show you some careless websites. Let me, can I pick up one? Can I see one tonight? Okay, there are some websites that the network, it will show all the items that are loaded on the website. All right, it means they are exposed. So performance shows you the performance of your website. If it's too overloaded, if it's too heavy, you know, to load, to show it. The memory is consuming, you know, it will show, and also like cache sessions. We'll look at that later. Okay, yeah, application. This is what stores your storage. Sometimes you see something like cookies, cache, you know, stuff like that that makes website to track you. Do you get? So we'll come to this element. These are the things we'll be learning, right? So we will journey from here later on. So how do we get there? Is on any website, just right click and click inspect. You can inspect the website from A to Z. Do you get? So we will need this place for troubleshooting. Yeah, as time progresses. So I think we've overshot our time a bit. I think this brings us to the end of our class for today. And I want to appreciate you for joining. Right. Thank you. So your portal, you begin to register on your portal from tomorrow morning, right? Enroll for Frontend. You can enroll for UI UX. It'll be good for you if you're in school. If you are looking for a job, enroll for UI UX, right? And I can assure you that these courses within a space of 3 months, what you will learn, if you are yet to seek for a job, you can begin to apply for jobs opportunity and you get, right? Right. There are a lot of jobs outside there, but the skill gap in Nigeria is too wide. There are some particular role we are looking for in our company for almost 4 years. There's nobody to fill it because there's job, but there are no people that are skilled. So please be serious and you will learn something substantial out of this place. If you have any question, you can ask, please. You have any question? Anyone? Before we round up.
Good evening. Good evening,
Yes,
sir.
good evening.
My name is Kingsley. Hello.
Okay,
Yes,
Kingsley,
I
you are
have
welcome.
a little, thank you so much for your teaching. I have a little concern where you said we will need some tools to download. So I don't really get the names of the tools.
Okay.
No, I'm using phone and it's not really clear on my screen. So how do we
Okay,
get
okay. Yeah,
the
I
acronyms
check
of
check your chat. I drop Notepad and VS Code. Those are the only things you should download. Since you have a browser, everybody has a browser on their phone, on their system. So let me drop it again. Check your chat. I redropped it. All right, thank you, Mr. Sunday, for dropping it. Notepad and VS Code. download it. So they will be what we'll be using to write HTML codes from next week, from our next class. All right. So we will meet next week, but I don't want the tempo. I don't want to keep the tempo low.
Good
I
evening,
don't want to
sir.
keep the. I don't want to drop. Yeah, you can ask your question. Good evening.
Yes, please, thank you so much for the training. Thank you so much. What I want to
You're
say
welcome.
is an observation, please. Or is an appeal. I would suggest that for some of us, we are very, very new in this field. We don't even understand some of the terms and all those things. So if we can, maybe in the subsequent classes, just take it slowly so that we can easily grasp and flow with the
Okay.
class. Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you for that. I thought I was taking this slowly. Oh, my God. Hello, guys. How did you see the class? Am I too complex? It's fine. Oh, you can respond back so
Not
that I
so,
can. Eh?
not exactly, but it's fine. It's not complex.
Oh, okay, okay. I think that is fine. I understand. Okay, that's why I was using a layman terms like restaurant. You see, okay, guys, forget all these naming conventions. Just keep in your mind the layman explanations. Like you go to a restaurant, you want to get something, somebody order it, you get an order, somebody deliver it back. You make a request, somebody deliver my request back. If the request is not returning back to me, what happens? Either it's not found or it got lost in the way. Timeout. Just we will do it as a layman, right? But we need these terminologies as you need to just don't cram it. Do you get? Don't let it trouble you. Just follow my layman explanation. So don't worry. In the next class, I will try as much as possible to make it very, very simplified. Do you understand? It's going to be very simplified. But this is the foundation. Do you get? So this foundational class, learn the principles, right? Master it over and over again. And also, what you have learned here, go back to Google, research some things, and try to explain. And Google can tell Google, explain internet and website to me in a layman form. It will explain it to you. Do you get? Right. So don't worry. The next class will be much more simple than this. All right. Any other question?
Sorry, sir. I
Don't
have
worry.
a question.
Yes.
All right. So, what there was somewhere you were that time that you were, ping where you were giving that command, that CLI command of a ping
Hope
from
it's not the
Google.
command
I
I
didn't
brought
get
up
the
that is
instruction.
scaring guys.
This one, no, I didn't know how you got there. That's exactly.
Okay, right here, Abby.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
you can see my computer. This is my
Yes.
computer. Click your menu. I can see this your Windows menu. Just click it.
Yes.
And this search bar, just type CMD. It will bring up command prompt. This black guy, this black screen guy. That's what you are looking for.
See, I noticed.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Just click it. Yeah.
I got it.
So you just do something like ping google.com, ping google.com, ping facebook.com. You see the IP address behind it. And if you want to get the IP address of your system, just put ipconfig. This ipconfig right here, ipconfig. It will show you your public IP address. Do you get? Right. We might touch base a little bit of networking, very little next week, so that we understand that before something gets as information have been transferred from point to point, there are a lot of things that went behind. When they talk to CCNA, people that apply for CCNA or networking, we have something called the physical layer, network layer, application layer, this layer, and that. I'll just touch briefly on that so that you understand the background behind it. I won't go very deep. Do you get? So, yeah, so that's it tonight. So, next week, we will look at it again. We'll take it from scratch again, just overview within 10 minutes, and then we'll begin to go much more deeper. We'll make it very, very, very simple. So, any other question, please?
Sir, I wanted to remind you to elect class governor.
Okay. Thank you. That's our program coordinator. Okay, so we need a class governor. Who is pitching for that? That's the last thing that we are waiting for to do. And if you exit the meeting, maybe you'll be the one we are going to pick. Class
I
governor,
think it should
please.
be Faith. Faith.
Let's do
I
what?
will I will
How can we go
suggest Faith.
about it? How can we pick the governor? Next week? Who are you suggesting? And we all don't know ourselves yet.
Faith.
Hmm?
I will suggest Faith. Faith.
Okay. They have suggested Paul Fitz. Hello, Paul Fitz. They are suggesting, they are pushing you forward as the county governor.
Wait, why me, sir? Mommy, why me?
Eh?
Okay.
They are I think you fit in for it. You'll be. So who second the motion, please?
I
Or if
second the
you
motion, sir.
object. Okay. Very good. So, Paul Faith,
No.
you will be our governor for this class. That's very good.
Okay, sir.
So, our program coordinator, please note that down. Paul Faith, you will be the coordinator for this class. You follow up on people, and any difficulty they're experiencing, let them come to you. You can then come to us. All right. So
Okay,
let's
sir.
not overshoot our time. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining. And we will be releasing some tips, as we on the group. There's going to be a Telegram channel. That's where we're going to have all the resource download and everything. WhatsApp can't keep resources for too long. So it will be on Telegram. So you'll see the Telegram link. If you're part of this class, just click on that link to join that class, the Telegram channel. Right. So the Telegram channel is for people that are participating. Okay. So thank you everyone for participating tonight. So we look forward to next time. So in our next meeting, we'll discuss when we can meet on Saturdays, just 2 Saturdays in a month. You get so, and we are meeting for Tuesday for now. If the change will be date, it will be changed. Later we'll discuss about that. All right, thank you. And have a wonderful night rest. Good
Thank
night,
you very
everyone.
Thank
much
you,
for
sir.
your time, sir. We're grateful, sir.
Class, sir.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Good night, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Good
Yeah,
night.
thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.